Welcome back to the Proverbial Life. Have you ever thought about what it would look like for you today to create a relationship with your children in such a way that would go beyond the moment? In other words, creating a bond with your children that will transcend the few years of their early stages. So maybe you have young children and they're 9, 8, 3, 2. I have a 2-year old. What does it look like to start building a solid foundation with them now that will transcend into their later years in life? Well, I have a simple method for you. You ready? Talk to your children. I know it's really simple, it's easy, and it's something that takes practice. So, what do I mean? Talk to your children. Use every opportunity to talk to your children. Now you say, of course, Edwin, I talk to my children. I talk to them all the time. I tell them to do this and do that and do that. Okay. I don't mean that. See, we live in a time when we're so busy and there's always somewhere to go and something to do that we don't really talk to our children. We talk at them. You say, hey, go do this. And hey, I told you not to do this. Instead of talking so that you can listen. So this means that we treat them like they're image bearers because they are, right? We treat them even as covenant children. We see them as special for God. We see them as having something to say and feelings and ideas that they have. I grew up in a time where it was like, boy, I said go do it, and I go do it. And there's a sentiment in which our children need to obey, but we want to create a relationship in which our children respect us and honor us and feel heard. And so talk to your children. And let me give you an example of what this looks like. So let's say I'm talking to my son. I want to ask him, how are you doing today? He said, "I'm okay, Dad," and he'll express that in his own way. But as I'm talking to him, I'm listening. I'm trying to pay attention, and this doesn't require a lot of time. I'm not saying every day you need to sit down with your children for 2 hours and listen to them and take out your notepad and write down all these thoughts and ideas. No, just in the course of life. Instead of putting on the radio right away when you get in the car, take a few moments, pray, right? You're creating culture as well. So you get in the car and you pray. Before you go to bed, you pray with them. These are little things that you can do that creates culture, but also creates opportunity for you to talk to them and to listen to them and to hear what their anxieties are, what their fears are. And now you can pray into that, and you can also counsel into that. You can speak into that. You can be watching to see what are some things about them that you see as pitfalls in the future. What are some areas that you need to really focus in on as a father? So talk to your children. Think of creative ways in which you can talk to your children, see what they like, what they don't like. Ask them questions. Let's say you are reading together, and or they're reading something, or you watch a show together, and they have a question about a character. Ask them some follow up questions. How would you act in this scenario? What do you think about this? And again, listen, it could be about anything, but just talk to your children, right? We live in a day where we send our children off to school and we're at work, and when they come back home, we eat dinner, maybe together, maybe not. Then we go get showers and watch a show, and then they go to bed, and you do it all over again, and people have very little interaction, and especially meaningful interaction with their children. So talk with your children. Talk with them. See how they're doing. See what's on their mind. See what's on their heart. Ask them, how can you pray for them? And pray for them. Let them know that they're cared for, and that will go a long way. So, if you want to build a relationship with your children today that will transcend what you ever thought could be the case, then you can do something as simple as talk to your children. All right. I hope this is helpful to you. This is the Proverbial Life, a podcast where we encourage Christians to look to Christ, live wisely, and leave a legacy behind for generations to follow. Till next time, grace and peace.